Welcome back to the F124 driver career here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. We have another fully dry weekend, praise the Lord. We've upped the difficulty yet further after a decent finish in Monaco, what could have been a decent finish in Monaco if we hadn't pit to try and go for the fastest lap, which we then subsequently didn't get. We would have been outside the points, but it would have been a strong finish. We were on 100 difficulty then. We're upping it yet further again, now that we're becoming more accustomed to the game and things in general are seemingly more agreeable. So we, fingers crossed, will have a more realistic, this might well be the most realistic finish that we have had on the save so far. We are still the 6th highest side in the Constructors' Championship and the 7th highest side in the R&D Performance Index, meaning that, although we're level with RB, so we could be the 6th as well, to be fair, so we're on the fringes of the points if it goes well, supposedly. With Canada having 2 DRS zones, 3 DRS zones, one of which being quite a long straight, I am slightly concerned about the DRS trains here because it's as of yet not been patched. It is in the works. They are working on it. It will be soon. I think Romania might have just scored a bloody 3rd if that wasn't offside. Ukraine are crumbling. Anyway, we're not playing football, we're playing Formula 1 today. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying, of course. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. Come and join me on stream and watch it all live and see every single one of the 70 laps, plus qualifying, which hopefully we won't balk this time around. Whew. Canada could be a strong track for us, but with 102 difficulty, maybe not. Albon's going to hold up the Ferrari here. He should already have a time that's quick enough to go through, but... George Russell with a 1:10.1. Not a great exit there. Lost quite a bit on traction. Lewis goes fastest with a 1:10 flat. I'm currently improving to about a 1:10.4. Not great through the chicane either. Losing time there. Now going to improve to a 1:10.6-ish. Which is good enough for P15. By the tiniest of margins, I'm sure. We are into Q2, but it really is the tiniest of margins. Be so careful through there with traction. Got to nail the chicane if we stand a chance of making it through to Q3 or even having a decent final spot in Q2, which we do not do. P15. Good. Alright. Well, we were P15 in Q1, and turns out that was as fast as we were. P15 in Q2 as well. Any shock exits? Verstappen was 12th after 1 run, and pops it P5 after 2 runs. Ocon's out, Stroll's out. I was a couple of tenths off the pace, although definitely, as you saw, lost time through the chicane. So there's a little bit of time in that. With strategy, we might be able to get ourselves into the top 10. Charles Leclerc pushing it fine, although, to be fair, he had 2 and a bit tense in the pocket. Top 10 are definitely faster than anybody else here for sure. There's a definite gap to try and make up, to try and get to the points, which, unless there's chaos, we probably won't do. But I tell you what, we'll give it a damn good go of doing so with strategy. Probably hard to medium, I would imagine. Throw an extra set of mediums or another set of softs in there if there's a safety car or two, which there could be with damage in the Wall of Champions. I was lucky to escape damage in the Wall of Champions there, but others might not be quite so lucky. I might not be quite so lucky when it comes to the race itself, which we shall head to now.
From starting,
did they get into the nines in qualifying in Q3? Yes, they did. Sergio Perez on pole, Hamilton in P2. Verstappen was P12, as we said it, after one run in Q2, and then only P5 in after the second run. And not top 6 here. Must be taking a penalty, surely. Yes, indeed he is. He will still start P10. The championship leader has got some work to do. I will start P15 as Alonso has a penalty. He's now behind me. K-Mag 15th. Who else has a pen then? Lance Stroll. Okay, on his home Grand Prix, Lance is doing a last to first challenge. Spoiler alert, probably not going to go that well for him. He reckons a 2-stop. Could we 1-stop? It is a very short pit lane. He reckons 108.5 kilos of fuel as well, as per the practice programme. I'm not so sure about that, so I am going to go a little bit heavier with 109.5. I wonder whether we could 1-stop this, or medium, hard, medium, like someone's just mentioned in chat. I'm sure if I remove that stint, can I... No, because the mediums die. Okay, well we could certainly medium, hard, soft. Medium, hard, soft is definitely doable. The softs really just don't last. Okay, medium, hard, medium then is probably what we're going to do. I won't start on the hards in case there's an early safety car, meaning I can then go to the hards off those mediums and then go mediums later. Even worse for wheel users, is it? Okay. 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go. Daniel with an awful start. Loads of wheel spin. He's going to lose a number of positions here. Or is he going to be able to maybe be able to hang on around the outside? That's what he's going to try and do. Speaking of hanging around the outside, we do the same to Yuki Tsunoda. I don't know whether we've got a tap in the rear there or the car just started to over-rotate, but we've got Yuki on the inside still. Now I'm going to have the inside line here, and that is P11. Verstappen has already made a couple of positions off the off as well. Having started P10, he's now P8. Piastri on the hard tyre has obviously not had a very good start. We're ahead of both RBs now then, so 13th to 11th, and jumped both the V-carbs. Now this isn't the first start I've done. The AI concertina up stupidly early here into the hairpin, so I'm going to be wary of that this time and not ruin my race after half a lap. Well done, Ches. Right then, let's try and make some positions. I've offered the Twitch chat the opportunity to vote with their channel points as to whether they think I will or will not get points here in Canada this weekend. Wait and see who's going to be earning some points and who's going to be losing all of theirs. Hopefully I'll be earning some points as well. Tyre wear in the practice programme did look like it was actually better than expected, but we are slower in a straight line, so we're going to have to be quite defensive at times and then manage our tyres. But if we can manage our tyres, we might either be able to A, save a stop, or B, just be better longer towards the end of each stint that we do. I'd be curious to know actually what those on the hard tyres are doing. I'll ask and see if Tsunoda is on a 1-stop or a 2-stop, having started on the hards.
Their tyres are just 1 lap old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops.
Yeah, so everyone's going to 2-stop then. Pretty sure everyone's going to 2-stop, regardless of whether they're on hards or mediums at the start of this race. A decent gap behind now, though. We'll have DRS here, and I don't think they were in it behind. They weren't. The gaps are building. Let's go. You get double helping as well. If you're in the detection point for that first bit, you actually get DRS here as well. So if you make an overtake into the chicane, you can then try and get away down the, albeit short, start-finish straight. Gap of 1.2 behind, and then actually Alonso's made the move on Tsunoda, and Alonso's up to P13, but now he's 2 seconds down, but the Aston Martin will be quick. So I have no doubts whatsoever that he will close that gap. There's a mistake from someone ahead, a lock-up, which has concertinaed everybody back up again, and he's going to bring those behind back into contention again, as Ricciardo is now back within DRS and will probably stay there by the time we get to the detection point down here. Yeah, he will, for the big long one. No puns in chat, please. Oh, God, they've done it again. Why do they do that? So annoying. Thankfully, this time didn't ruin my race. Have ruined my P11, though. Daniel Ricciardo gets past, and now we've lost the position. Just make an overtake, lads. It's not that difficult. You can make up 2 or 3 positions there if you just went for an inside line. That's what I'll be doing moving forward. I thought they wouldn't do it beyond lap 1. I was mistaken. Still able to somehow just about keep Fernando Alonso behind and somehow just about stay within DRS range of Daniel Ricciardo in front, thankfully, which is helping me defend to Fernando, but I have a funny feeling I'm not going to be able to defend to Fernando for too much longer. There's a mistake from Verstappen as he's gone long at the hairpin. Mistake from me as I've caught Daniel Ricciardo there just trying to avoid everyone as, again, they follow each other through one by one. A little bit of front wing damage, but not enough really to affect our overall Grand Prix, I don't think. And someone's making a move on someone into the chicane. It's a McLaren on Verstappen, I think. Is Piastri trying to make a move? Or was it Verstappen on someone else? It might have been Piastri trying to get past Esteban Ocon, actually. Fernando Alonso is trying to get past me, but he backed out of it and isn't going to try and do so. Then he dives to the inside there, but you see him in the mirror. It's absolutely full. The big, giant, bright, racing green Aston Martin. Continually, for the time being, we're able to keep him at bay. I'm going to need my tyre life that is supposedly better than most to be my saving grace here today, and be able to maintain as much battery life as possible too. On lap 6, we've technically made a position, although we did lose one to get back down to P12. Alonso is just going to be all over me until he gets past, I fear. It's not going to be long before he does. Tyre wear's not bad. 8% on the rear after 6 laps. Might be 9% by the end of the lap. It's not horrendous, especially considering we're 2 stopping, not 1 stopping. It's not horrendous at all. Quite happy with that. To go to the hard tyre on lap 22. Can we get back within DRS range of Daniel Ricciardo? In a minute, the answer is no, because they're actually extending away from me a little bit, but we'll try our best. Might not be this lap, definitely won't be this lap, but maybe next lap. Although he's just going to get dragged away with DRS again by everybody else. I keep getting poor exits through there. This is killing me. I have a funny feeling the front 11 are going to have gone sooner rather than later. It might be something we can overturn with an undercut. We might box on maybe lap 20 or 21 rather than 22. And so again, thinking about doing it into the hairpin is much closer to me this time though. Although he's actually dropped back a little bit on exit. I did catch the wall there. Hasn't affected my tyres though, thankfully.
Overtake button and see what you can do.
Yeah, having to use the overtake here to defend. Sethy Poo, thank you for the subscription on Twitch, mate. Appreciate that, dude. And we're fine into the chicane. Fernando Alonso still trying his hardest, but failing to get past. I might let Alonso go, you know. I'm going to let Alonso go, and I'm going to hope that he drags us with him back to those in front. It's not necessarily a flawless plan, an infallible plan, but it might be a plan that could work. So let's just sit behind Fernando here, save battery for a bit, use DRS, not overtake him, and he hopefully in turn will drag us back to those in front. We can get back into the fight potentially for some points today. Daniel is actually still extending that gap. The whole idea of letting Fernando through and have him drag us to that group in front. I don't think it's actually working. 1.6 seconds is the gap between Fernando and that group. We'll keep an eye on how it either expands or closes over the next couple of laps. Maybe we might have to consider actually just trying to get back past Alonso. I'm not actually gaining anything here,
Okay, mate.
other than just losing
Engine
lap time. Using battery to try and catch up, it's just not working. Yellow flag. It's behind, I think. It's Yuki. Yuki Tsunoda's engine has blown behind us trying to catch. Tsunoda is going to be out of this race. Sorry, Yuki. That's game over for you, pal. The RB retires. Unfortunately, it doesn't gain us a position. It does gain us a little bit of a reprieve behind, but doesn't really help me either. Alonso has now found himself... Yeah, I know, I saw. Alonso has now got himself within DRS range of Daniel Ricciardo, so he's gone and caught that group, because I keep making mistakes with traction as my medium tyres wear, and Fernando won those hards, of course. I haven't been able to go with him, annoyingly. Sag. It's alright.
Keep an eye on that gap ahead,
Don't worry about it.
2.7
Plenty of time for the race to come back to us. Plenty of time for the race to come back to us.
The car in front is a second a lap faster. 1 second.
Oh.
Gap to your teammate behind.
Okay.
1.5
Thankfully, Zhou just got a 10-second penalty. That just popped up. Zhou's got a 10-second penalty, presumably for ignoring yellow flags? Yeah, he's made an overtake there through the yellow flag section where Yuki had retired and gotten himself a 10-second penalty. That was a bit silly, Zhou, wasn't it? Unfortunately, my DRS is now inactive at the moment.
With the DRS,
there you go.
we will not be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out for now.
Thankfully, or luckily, not thankfully I guess, luckily we are 4 seconds behind the car in front, so we don't actually have the opportunity to use our DRS anyway right now. But Kevin Magnussen is going to get past me very soon. In fact, Kevin Magnussen is going to get past me now. And what would be lovely would be to be able to use my DRS behind my teammate, which I will not have the luxury of being able to do.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
So the sooner they fix that, the better.
Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice
oh,
work.
good. I'm so glad. I'd much rather have a point and no mid-race objective, but at the minute, I just don't have the pace. Heavy needed a sign that the difficulty level is where it needs to be. I am matching my teammate for pace. There is the front train of 12. There is me and Kev, and then there's everybody else behind. At the minute, that front train is getting a little bit too far away for my liking. Far enough away that an undercut won't actually help me. They can fix my DRS though, that'd be lovely. It's still broken. And Kev and I could actually dovetail off one another. I take him with DRS, he takes me with DRS, and we could try and close the gap and work together. We don't have the ability to do that right now. The bloody DRS don't work. Fix it, lads. So the plan was to maybe undercut on lap 20 or 21. But my fear is, with no DRS, and everyone else in a DRS train, literally everyone else in a DRS train other than me and K-Mag, especially that front group, I don't know as I'd have enough pace on fresh hard tyres to overturn the effect of the DRS train. I think with the DRS train and worn tyres, they will still be faster per lap than I would be on fresh tyres. So actually, I might be more inclined to extend this first stint as long as I can, and maybe try and save a stop. Or wait for a safety car. Because I'm clearly matching Kevin for pace, because he's just not dropping me at all. So I'll be tempted to just not pit until the tyres become properly undrivable, which at the minute they're not. Lots of other medium runners in. I say lots, at the minute it's just the Mercedes. Or did he lock up? No, he is in the pits. He is in the pits. I thought for a minute the Mercedes had locked up. K-Mag is not boxing, so Kevin is extending as well. Ricardo's in the box. Russell's in the box. Piastri, I think, was in the box as well. Piastri was on the hards, to be honest. This Piastri is still the one in front of the little gaggle in front, which is now nearly 7 seconds away, as they're all on hard tyres. So it must have been Norris. Must have been Norris in the box, right? Yeah, because Piastri's on hards. So all of the other medium runners, other than myself and Kevin, have now boxed, and we are at present then trying to turn this into a one-stop race. Or if we do end up pitting twice still, having a massive tyre advantage at the end of the race. Yellow flag in front, not sure what for. Someone must have locked up in that front group. Or someone made an overtake and someone went wide, I'm not sure. Just want my DRS back. Please fix it. Kev's in. Kev's in. Teammate in the pits. Now, me not having DRS doesn't matter, because I've got no one to have DRS on. If we are one-stopping from here, this actually now turns into a net position, because ourselves, along with everybody else, have one stop, or even like with the Williams behind and the... well, actually the Williams box. With the kicks behind, the Saubers, they've got 2 stops left. I think Albon and Bottas did actually box that lap, so they've only got 1 stop left. So we're now running in a net P3. The only difference being our tyres are significantly more worn than anybody else on track. So I'm going to be horrendously slow. Those that have boxed will close up on us super quickly, but we're going to try and make it work. I'm going to have to be really careful with traction, manage my battery as best I possibly can, and figure out in my head and with chat, which is why you should join me on stream as well, at what point do we box? Lap 30 would leave us 40 laps to do on the hard set. If this medium set can do 30, then surely the hard set can do 40. Pierre Gasly P1 in the Alpine. Me, P2 in the Haas. Both of us trying something. Oh, but is Gasly one-stopping? He must be one-stopping as well, surely. If he's not boxed yet, he's got to be one-stopping and trying something alternative. Yeah, he is. That's Pierre Gasly's net position now as well. So Gasly and I are fighting to try and get a remarkable finish here by both of us switching from a 2-stop to a 1-stop here in this Canadian Grand Prix. They are itching to get behind now, and there's not really much I can do about George there. He is just straight up faster than me. Here comes Verstappen as well. Russell's going to go defensive into the chicane and slow them both up. Perez can't get past. This is where I need my DRS back, please. Oh, damn it. Perez going for it now around the outside of turn 1, maybe. It's driven into me, which is not the cleverest of things to do.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
He's not got the bottle to actually go for it either. Right, I'm going to box this lap because I'm just going to lose more and more time battling with those that are overtaking me.
Taking your moments to use DRS is important, so let's try and be as consistent as possible with it, please.
I'm going to box now for hards, I think. Because I'm just going to be hemorrhaging time here.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Checo getting the move done. Ocon now behind me. Hopefully Perez goes defensive here, which he doesn't. Annoyingly, he's going to brake for the chicane. I don't have to. I can go straight on. But I did have to brake to not run into the back of the Red Bull. So we will drop to near the back now, but we don't have another stop to make, whereas everybody else does.
Okay, off we go. Back
And if there's a safety car
perfect job from you
between,
and the crew there, mate, with a lot
well, so long as there's no safety car before lap 40,
just one stop left in this strategy.
then we've got another set of medium tyres that we know we can put on, and I believe my DRS is fixed from the pit stop, which is annoying because if I'd have known the pit stop was going to fix it, probably would have pit 10 bloody laps ago, wouldn't I? Okay, so we're going to the end on this set now. We have committed to a one stop unless there's a safety car, in which case
this is our true position. They've pitted as well, so warm up your tyres and get down the road.
If there's a safety car now from lap 40 onwards, then we are taking this hard tyre set to the end. If there's a safety car, we've got a new set of mediums we can put on. If there's a safety car before lap 40, then we're staying on what we've got.
We're on the same strategy. They've pitted as well as us, so warm up your tyres and make the most of this stint.
Tyres are basically warm now anyway. All the hard tyres don't feel great though, I'll be honest. They've made lots of mechanical changes to and feature changes to F1 24 driver career. Can we get a decent run off the chicane on Lance Stroll? The answer is yes. Have to use some ERS here. Oh, going to be on the outside into one to try and have the inside into two. Can we get the move done and take P15 away from Lance Stroll? We're going to need the inside to 3 as well. And he's still hanging on. We've gotten it done. Oof, that was hard work. Lance put up a real fight there. Fair play to him for doing so. Trying to close in on Alex Albon now if we can, although currently the gap has been about 3 and a bit seconds for a while. Verstappen made a mistake. Went straight on at the hairpin, I think. Alright, Lance. Fair enough. Then rub it in my face by getting DRS here as well. Lance Stroll's a bit faster being a straight line. Have you noticed? Gap to Alex Albon, he's growing as well, which is not ideal. I'm going to go for Lance. ERS and DRS should be pretty simple. He's gone defensive, we'll get the job done.
Good job.
Now let's go get Albon. Just under 10 seconds to Verstappen and that train. Again, to reiterate, everybody has to pit again, other than us and Pierre. Actually, Pierre Gasly still hasn't pit, so everybody has to pit again. We are planning on not pitting again. However, we can get to the end on another set of medium tyres if we feel like it becomes a viable option for us with a VSC or a safety car, or there's just in general a free stop somewhere. Lance is probably going to get me back down the straight though. That's the only thing here. So I'm not going to waste any time fighting him. If he's going to go for the position, I'm just going to let him have it, and we'll DRS swap and gain on everyone. At the minute, everybody from P4 and down is losing so much time stuck behind Pierre Gasly. The gap to Max Verstappen had dropped from 9.9 to 8 point something. Just because they're all stuck behind Gasly at the moment. They can't get past him. This is bringing our race very much to us. 30 laps to go. We know another set of medium tyres will take us to the end from here, so at the minute we are relatively comfortable. Cool.
Your DRS is unavailable. The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work on a fix.
So for the second time today, My DRS fails. That's not going to help us maximise this strategy, is it? Gasly in the pits, Gasly out the pits very soon. His one-stop race now trying to come to him. He's effectively done exactly what I'm doing.
Tyre condition still
a 30-lap medium stint and a 40-lap hard stint. He's just doing it the other way around, which is ordinarily the way around that I would choose to do it. It's the way around we have done it at other Grand Prix. Don't yet know whether this one stop is actually going to work for us. With no DRS, it's absolutely not going to work for us because I can't maximise any of my pace. I think if I box, it would fix it, just like it did last time. But the plan is to not box again. So, a safety car at some point between laps 50 and 60 would be lovely, please. So I can get a free pit and... Oh, hello. Getting tasty in front. A free pit and fix my DRS. Hello, gentlemen. I have arrived. Really, Lance? You're going to put your...
Mind that front wing. It's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Well, we will box again then for another set of medium tyres. Why is he braking so hard there? Moron. I've got my DRS back. I've got my DRS back. It's fixed. Let's go. Come on then. Game on again. Lots of people in the box.
Okay, Kevin's in for his stop now.
Going very aggressive and very defensive there. I can't quite get a run on Alex Albon, unfortunately, as a result. Or can I? Excuse me, sir. I'd like to come through here. Let me through. I'm in the points. I'm in the points. P10. See what difference having DRS makes? Huge. This is where my tyre wear, not tyre wear, my front wing damage is going to kill me. So, what are you doing, Pierre?
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
I think he just drove into me there.
Pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
I'm going to have to box for front wing, I think. It's going to cost me loads of time, though. A safety car now would be massive for us. Can we, on fresh mediums, make up a pit stop's worth of time? I mean, probably. To be fair, if Gasly's as fast as he is right now, do I? I'm not going to be getting any points as is anyway. I might just hang on for any potential safety car. There's no point just boxing for the sake of boxing. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'll ask chat.
Box this lap.
Chat, what do? Do I box and fix my wing? Or do we power on? And try and hope for a safety car.
Brilliant, nice move, keep going.
Because there is more time to be made here. In fact, some of them are in the box right now as we say that. So this is going to move us back into the points.
Drivers in the pits.
That bug was there last year, they've not fixed. Albon is yet to pit again, and at least 3 of the front few are yet to pit again as well. There's yellow flags behind. Are we going to get a safety car of some description? Is it a Red Bull going slowly? Is someone going slowly? The yellow flag is still active. I think it is a Red Bull retiring. It is indeed a Red Bull retiring. Oh my lord, what Red Bull? Is it Max? It's still going for the time being. Have they got a puncture? No, it's Max Verstappen. The championship leader is out of this Grand Prix. That's a free position. Right, well, we stay out then. Such a shame that it's not forced a safety car or even a VSC so we could get a cheap pit stop. Now all of the others are in from the front few, or at least most of them anyway, including Alex Albon from right in front of us. So how many positions can we make up here? Only a couple by the looks of things. Some have come out of the pits now. I'm not going to be able to... Oh, it's Esteban Ocon. Not going to be able to fight Ocon. Hamilton's come out. I've got Piastri behind me now. Alonso's come out of the pits with him too. There's a whole gaggle of cars there that have all survived. We're P9, trying to hang on desperately for a point if we can, with a damaged wing, but thankfully now a working DRS, but significantly worn tyres. Alonso's with me now and going for it. Putting the squeeze on to do so. I'll get DRS off the back of him though.
We need to stay on
4.5 seconds the gap to Norris. 4.2, 4.1, 4. Oh god, Norris is coming. Right, with a vengeance. .7. Oh, and he's bringing other cars with him too. My dream of points, I think, is very soon going to be over. 3.2. Oh, he's so quick in that out of that chicane. Lando Norris, outrageous. I asked chat whether I should or shouldn't box for a set of medium tyres now and go for a 15-lap Hail Mary. They said yes, so in we come. Fixing the front wing, putting on medium tyres and driving like my life depends on it. I did set wing to yes.
Right, let's go, come on. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
Right.
That was our
Now if the
last
safety
stop.
car comes
No
out,
more
I'm
scheduled
gutted.
pit stops. Let's go.
But if it doesn't, how far can we go? Right, this is going to be something I knew you'd deal with. One. Gap to Albon is huge, so can we close that down? Down to Bottas, please. Thank you. Goodbye. 13.6 to Stroll. Where Stroll is, points there lie. Yellow flag at the final chicane. McLaren had an incident but is okay. What happened? It was Piastri, I think. That's Lando. Oh, just going for a move. Got a move done on Alonso and then locked up at the chicane. That's nothing of nothing, is it? Well, with 2 laps to go, or a lap and a half, we have caught Alex Albon. The group in front have been dragged along by Lance Stroll, unfortunately, who has had quite significantly more pace than anyone else around him on his fresh tyres. Esteban Ocon is in P10 currently and falling quite rapidly backwards towards that trio of Ricciardo, Magnussen and Stroll. But just as Stroll is going to run out of laps to get himself any advantage there, I think I'm going to run out of laps. Well, I am definitely going to run out of laps to get anything else done other than a P14 on Alex Albon. It's a shame. Although our one-stop strategy, even without the wing damage, I don't think would have seen us get a position inside the points, because our tyre wear would have been so high that we'd have tumbled anyway. So at least we were able to put in some good laps and really show some speed in his latter stint. If it weren't for the AI's really strong straight line speed here, which might be set up, might be just AI, we probably would have been quite competitive. So I think 102 is probably the best spot for the strategy right now. As a Red Bull wins the Grand Prix for the strategy, for the difficulty right now. As a Red Bull wins the Grand Prix, but it's not the Red Bull. Sergio Perez steps up when Max Verstappen steps down. It's huge for the title race that Verstappen scores 0 points here. Not sure what it's going to do in terms of closing the gap. I can't recall off the top of my head who was close enough in second. I think I've got the real life statistics in my head about what the gaps were. If we hadn't lost DRS twice, then maybe we could have been considerably higher than P14 and points would have been on the board. I don't think the front wing damage really made that much of an issue in the end. I think losing DRS was probably more of a killer. Lance Stroll, driver of the day, so congratulations to him for being able to pull that off. Let's have a look and see what it does for the driver's standings. Checo gets 26 points because he gets fastest lap as well.
And we'll see you for the next one.
Standings, here we go. So Max has his lead cut, although it's only cut to 67. He is still very much running away with the title as it stands. We stay 10th. Lance Stroll closes in on me, though, with his point. Oh, no, he didn't score here, did he? Piastri pulls away from me, should I say, with his points. We're very comfortable in P10 at the moment, and very comfortable in P6 in the Constructors as well. I'm going to jump to the replay to get myself a thumbnail, and then I'll see you back at the factory. My championship rival. I didn't even know I had a championship rival. I have one. It's Oscar Piastri. I will be entirely honest with you. You probably put 2 and 2 together. I'm not going to beat him in the championship by the end of the season in a Haas. Am I? He's in the second fastest car on the grid right now, I believe. Experience goes up quite a bit. Racecraft goes up as well. Awareness by even more. Pace not by as much. Focus really not by much. And we're 3/4 of the way, slightly more so, towards being 72 rated. Not sure what. K-Mag's overall rating, 80. K-Mag's rating is 80 there. You can see on the right-hand side, actually, RTG is his rating. Mine's 71. So the recognition is coming back towards us. We're up to level 2. We've got an extra perk now from the manufacturing expert, which is great, and from the wind tunnel expert as well. And from the quality assurance expert too. All right, specialists have really come in clutch there. Let's go and see what those extra perks are. We'll be in Spain next time out, I think, for a triple header. Spain, I want to say Austria and somewhere else. I might be mistaken. I think it's Spain, Austria, and then somewhere else.
You have a new rival.
Oh, I do.
This is a perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this sport. And to show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele. That's a joke. I love working with you.
Yeah, McLaren, the second fastest car. I don't stand a chance of beating Oscar Piastri, do I, my love? No. Got lots of resource points, though. Do we do front wing downforce? I'd love to do weight reduction. Weight reduction would have a massive effect for our straight line speed. Oh, it's Austria, Spain, Austria, Silverstone. Although, unfortunately, the weight reduction won't be done until after Silverstone. But weight reduction is huge. We'll get it done as soon as we possibly can. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, I'm never going to catch Oscar Piastri. I'm sorry, it's not happening. Can we get some more things to pass? Oh, God damn it. The Haas mechanics, or the Haas engineers, really are absolutely rubbish, aren't they? Really, really rubbish.
I'm afraid to say
so,
some of them have failed quality control.
At level 2,
team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
We will have failure of chance upgrades reducing by 20%. But that didn't work. With the wind tunnel, aero upgrade time reduced by 15%, which is good. That'll do. We haven't yet done anything with the power unit or the material fabrication, but quality assurance. Oh, it says active there. Oh, it's disabled because we don't have a specialist available at this circuit. That's why. I was like, sure, it got it in the other ones. Durability upgrade time reduced by 50%. And strategy analyst we haven't done yet either. So, annoyingly, for the next round, 2 of my 3 perks not available for Spain. So that's lovely. Hopefully, we have no issues with weather in Spain, where it very much could drop a little bit of water on us. We're not far away from needing some fresh components either at this rate. So we'll pray for no rain in Spain. So we reach round 10 already of this first season of this driver career. Very much enjoying this. Rain in P2, but dry everywhere else. Praise be to the weather gods again. We're getting very lucky at the moment that we're not encountering any rain, which suits me down to the ground. That is all for this round of the championship. Join me in the next one for España. It'll actually be quite good. Spain's a better track than it was, in my opinion, with the removal of the chicane. Whether I've got any pace there remains to be seen. In terms of the team progress, we're still level with RB. Still slightly ahead of Alpine and Williams. And I don't know whether we're closer than we were against Aston Martin. I don't think so. No, everybody's levelled off, apart from McLaren, who have made some gains. And actually, to be fair, Williams and Sauber. That's it for now, though, for both the gains there and for the video. Thank you very much for watching. Join me in Spain. I'll see you next time.